This movie's pants. I'm gonna say it. Saw 6 ever. Okay. So that means I've seen them all except for Saw 5, 3D, Jigsaw. Seen them all. What else? Saw 6 is a pretty pants film. And I'm going to disclose exactly why I think it's pants within 15 minutes. Pants is rubbish, is bad in English terminology. I understand there's going to be a bunch of like, you have like Americans and stuff. Um, am I watching this one? Or maybe not. Who knows? Um, but the main concern of Saw, so Saw 6 is the sixth film of the Saw franchise. I went to watch it because it's also like a prequel to Saw 10. Like bits of it is leads to Saw 10. Saw, the newest Saw film. Where okay, so at least four the main victim and then three other people chosen aren't really deserving of being in the traps. One of them is in the traps because he works for a health insurance company, but he also smokes. Two of them are there because they work for a company. One of them is diabetic, and one of them is alone. One of them like an orphan, I guess. And so Jigsaw's like, well, this person is diabetic, and she wouldn't pass you shouldn't pass your like guidelines of getting health insurance. But this other guy is a freak with no friends. Are you gonna murder the freak with no friends who spends all his time working and wants to make some money? Who wants to eventually save money so when he finally meets the girl of his life or the boy of his life, he can finally achieve a dream wedding? Someone who's grinding and grinding and grinding, but has no friends. Like, Jesus, I know you're preachy, mate, but fuck off. It's okay. I don't know why Tobin Bell is suddenly caring about like whether or not people have friends or not. Like, I don't know how having no friends means you get murdered. And the main guy who, okay, they don't write him to be mean. He has this, um, basically, there's this health corporation named Umbrella, um, and essentially they have like this list of things which, if you have a disease which could like not help you fight against like like an illness like cancer or something, then you were rejected. But if you're perfectly healthy and you don't do anything against like health wise, then you will be able to survive and get coverage. And he explains this like perfectly healthy. And for some point, uh, there's also like if the plot of it is it's not his game, it's his family's game. Who thinks he may live it? He gave the husband or father cancer. He's like fucking Velt from Watchmen. He came down. He was like, Ozymandias like Watchmen, and just said, "I'm gonna give you cancer, and I'm gonna reject you." like, what the fuck is what the fuck is it there, game? And I don't understand the concept exactly what it is. I mean, like the fucking the carousel, the shotgun carousel, people dog pit, yeah. They kind of they're the ones who like kind of like are the opening victims. There's also rather misandrist streak to this film, in which all the victims are men. The exception of okay, the exception of two cases when there's a choice between one of the women dies because a woman has like a sick. There's two people saved out of six. But whenever like there's a case between choosing between like a man or a woman, the man dies, a woman survives. Maybe I should make a film called The Manning. Have it be a bunch of men, and have it be we won't die first, and have the first victim and the last victim be a man, and else be women. And be like, have you noticed how men die first in horror movies? And notice how I'm like that. That'd be an awesome. No one would be a dumb film anywhere. Sorry, I just really don't like the blackening. And also, being probably was so sick of like at the end of it. Okay, the guy who works for the health insurance company, the health insurance salesman, he learns his lesson. He's learned his lesson, but he dies anyway. Imagine like a Christmas Carol shows up, Christmas Carol, and Scrooge runs out. Scrooge is like happy. Scrooge's like, I am a changed man. And then Tiny Tim comes in and just hacks Scrooge to death with a hatchet. You're like, then what the fuck was the point of a previous, like, literal entire point of it when the guy learns out of his ways and becomes a better person? Like, you can't. I understand the movie's like 10 or so years old, but it still annoys me. Because I literally just watched it the first time. And it also just sounds to me from like an English perspective, like how you need health insurance. Because America's a shit show. It's 50 countries governed trying to work together. Like it's because the states are their own country, but because they're not qualified enough to be independent itself, they have to be governed by a bunch of other people who are in Washington D.C. Like again, as an English person, I don't really understand the concept of why the 50 states can't be their own countries and can't govern themselves. Why it has to be like told like blah blah. Let's see the here or there. And I think the best bit of a movie is Tobin Bell being enraptured, being absolutely enamored, adoring piranhas. Like he does this entire like soapbox speech where he where the writers basically tell the audience what they think of healthcare insurance, and they just lay it like a Black Christmas 2019 era type of speech. And then for some reason, like Christopher Walken's character in Berenstain Bears, when Sorkin plays a bad guy who just realizes talking to bears, so he does his speech and he goes, Bears. And that's essentially what this movie is like. It's just Tobin Bell doing a preachy speech, turns around, and he notices piranhas, so he just stops and just says piranhas. There's also like another subplot. Now, um, Detective Hoffman is filming the jigsaw killings on Luke from Gilmore Girls, and then he realizes it couldn't be him because he's dead. Um, and then they all bring him over to witness um this FBI tech agent, and they all realize he's the killer. So then he just murders them all in like 2 seconds and 10 seconds. So like, it's a wonderful bringing them here. And then the end of the movie, Jill, Jigsaw's wife, Jill Kramer. She's still a Jill Kramer if John Kramer's dead. Jill or Jill Kramer. She puts like a reverse bear trap on Jack Hoffman's face. Hoffman like survives, gets through. And also another thing about this film, I didn't know until I read up on it on TV tropes. I didn't know that the main healthcare insurance guy and this journalist, I didn't know they were brother and sister. I don't know if I missed the line. They mentioned that she is his sister. I thought they were husband and wife. I originally thought she was his wife or girlfriend. And like that's why he left. Couldn't meet up with her for her birthday. I don't know. Because like one of them was like black hair, one of them was blonde hair, so I don't know. I thought they were like they don't have the same color hair, so I know hair dyeing exists. I know I'm like people dye their hairs, but it seemed like it was natural black and the other was like a natural blonde, so I don't know exactly what happened there. So I mean, again, like the point of a movie is like it betrays its own message. Because this again, Sultan. Saw 6 kind of betrays its own message of this one person learning in the amateur's ways, learning to be a better salesman, and then just having it be very last like 5 minutes. Oh, nah, pal, we put you for that hell for like no reason. Now it's time for you to decide. Hey, child, do you want to kill? Do you want to kill him? Yes. Oh no, you kill him? That's violence. That's violence. So of course, the child's gonna. I think child, teen, like 16. She's like supposed like 14, 15 years old. The teenager, and there's no point or rhyme or reason as to exactly why they're there until the end. Like I'm not too sure exactly the point of it was, apart from I guess do a twist upon a twist. Again, it's a Saw 6, which was the previous like it's the in-between film, so it was the penultimate film because I think this didn't do well in the box office. So the initially it was the penultimate one, Saw 3D, Saw Final Chapter, um, was supposed to be the final one, which it was for about 7 odd years. Then Jigsaw came out. Then Saw 10 was supposed to come out. But then Chris Rock came in and Chris Rock was like, hey, I've got a great idea for a Saw film. So he pushed Saw 10, kicked that can down the line, and then he bought in Spiral, and after Spiral, from the Book of Saw, they then did Saw 10. And what I also find interesting now, again, how the main character was good. Like, John Kramer was mad at him because the healthcare insurance salesman, the main character, the main person who's put through the tests, traps, he realizes that he's gonna get scammed. Like if these aren't FDA approved, he basically tells John Kramer that if this test isn't approved by the government, so essentially, what a company will not be able to keep you on as a customer if you do this one because if it goes belly up, go down like a lead balloon, and then now I'll incur a wrath on us as well as you guys. So it's a scam. This is a scam. So we can't, in good faith, I can't allow you to be hoodwinkled, John, by Screamer, by this obvious scam. Because and in Saw 10, it turns out, yeah, he's absolutely correct. So again, why is this guy who's absolutely correct and this guy who's not even doing it maliciously? Like, don't write him as a fact that he just does this maliciously. No, he has to give him reasons, and he is a perfectly good protagonist. But then he winds up getting murdered because, sorry, pal, that's not the story. I mean, I guess I know why Saw 6 basically flopped at the box office because it's well, again, it's very labyrinth. I think that's why I think some people don't like the new Saws because not as like labyrinthine. It's felt like a side quest for the main story. But yeah, Saw 6 is not a good movie. It's very pants. The protagonist has no reason to die at the end apart from just to kill him at the end. Yeah, Saw 6 is not a good film. Can I say that one? But that's all. Bye.